Hey there, how are you tonight? It's Thursday, and my name is Barb. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and I am hoping that you are coming for a evening of ideas, tips, and tricks. Hello there, Miss Nancy. Welcome, Sue, and everyone that's just jumping on. We always have a few minutes as everybody's jumping on here. Thank you for sharing, Sue. How's everybody doing? I'm hanging in there, getting things done around here, working on some new classes. We had our team meeting this week by Zoom, and then we have a shoebox swap. That means everybody brings their stuff, and then we create together instead of making them and swapping the cards. We bring all the goodies and then we stamp together creating them. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. So, my hair's kind of funky over there, isn't it? If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for watching. I would appreciate if you watch the video and you like what you see, give me a thumbs up because that way it gets out to everybody else. It gives, YouTube likes that. You missed it. What did you miss, Sue? About the, the team meeting, yes. The Zoom will be on the team page. I recorded it. It will get on the team page. Yeah. Hi, Taran. So, I've got 3 projects for you tonight. Hopefully, it'll be something that you haven't seen yet. And if you have, I hope this is in a different way. I am going to, I see some of you are jumping on. There'll be more people jumping on. It's hard when, hi Diane, hi Linda, good evening. It's hard when things happen and I can't be on here on my regular time on Thursdays. It just gets me off schedule. It doesn't put me out there in the Facebook world that I was, keeping things going. Put it that way. So hopefully as you guys share, people will say, yeah, let's check that out, and then they'll come join us. Sue, I had the Zoom this Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month is when we have our team meeting, and I thought I would just keep it the same. I'll have to check with you because I sent emails and I put it on the page, so I'll just have to check in with you, making sure you got the information. All right, guys, I'm just looking at my phone as I'm looking down here. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to turn down the camera and share a little bit of what we're going to see tonight. All right, let's do my switching around here. There we go. Turn this light on so you can see better. And there we are. I have a new host code right up there. It's above my name. See, when I go behind my my finger is gone. It's right up there. Anyway, that is the host code. If you go to the description in the event, the link is there. You can use the link. All right, to order and get free stuff from me. Okay, let's see what we have for tonight. So I am going to go ahead and pull in my solid piece so it makes it easier for you guys to see things. Maybe we'll let the little bee show tonight. I don't know. I need to come over this way though because I want to make sure that everything's not covered up as I'm stamping. Okay, so these are just my goodies that I'm going to need. So the first card that I have for you, if you follow the Stamp with Barb page, hi June, thank you. I had shared first Monday of every month. I have, well, I'm going to keep talking, so I'm going to go back up here. The first Monday of every month, I have in-person stamp night. And I shared my prep work for that, and I shared several of the, you could see kind of the colors and things like that. So I'm going to share a couple of those cards with you that we did. And then I have a fun fold with some fun stuff. So let me go turn the camera back down. There we go. All right, so first card. We're going to be using Seaside Bay, and let me bring this up here. I don't know if this light's going to work well or not. Let me see. I need to move it over here maybe. That might be a little better. Anyway, so all the lights. Seaside Bay. I'm going to be using just a few of the images from here to create our first card. Now, this particular stamp set is called Distinctive. It's a distinctive stamp set. It looks realistic. When you have realistic looking stamps like that, let me see if I can get that over here out of the way. When you have the realistic stamps, you will want to make sure that your ink pads are not over inky. All right, you don't want them to be over inked. So we're going to be using Pretty Peacock and Crumb Cake, and I have my spoon right here. I keep a plastic spoon in my basic stamper kit so that when I go to use these kind of stamps, I get the beautiful image of the stamp. And what I do is I make sure I take my ink pad and I take the back of my spoon. Welcome if you're just jumping on. Thank you for sharing, you guys. I take the back of my spoon and I just kind of push the ink to the front or the back, whichever. But anyway, and what that does is it gives you a nice, can you see, let me see if I can get it in here. I don't know that you can really tell with this one too much, but what I'm doing is I'm moving some of the ink so it's not so saturated in one spot, and that's what I want to do. The fun part about my plastic spoon is I can just take my Stampin' my chamois and just clean it off, and then I can throw it back in my little container so that I'm ready to use whatever I need. Okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to do, where's my things? Okay, what I have here, let's talk about that. What I have is I have 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have used the stylish shape dies, and I've cut a square. I have a piece of the Pretty and Peacock gingham, 3 by 3, and then I have basic or the Crumb Cake, and this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I have another piece of the Pretty Peacock, and I have used the folder on it. Hi Margaret, welcome. I have used the one of the folders from the online exclusive, the kind of the cross hatching. It goes perfect with this paper. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's what we have, and then this comes from the combo pack of the red and Crumb Cake duo combo that's in the annual catalog. So we'll be using that. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down on my card front. So let's do that. Turn that over. And you can take some basic, or some, I can't even speak, tape, goodness, regular Scotch tape, that's what I want to say, and tape it down, or you can use some adhesive and just do what I did there, okay, but it is a little crooked, so I'm going to pull up one side, and I try to lay it straight when I turn it over, but of course, you know, there we go. All right, got that part done. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to just put it up here for now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping on our white piece here. And because I'm going to be stamping off a little bit of the paper, I'm going to go ahead and use my grid paper. The piece I have here is, this one is the little speckles from the stamp set. And I'm just going to put a little bit of sand down here at the bottom. And this is kind of fun because you want to turn it different ways so that you get, you know, I'm going to stamp it off and go up there. So I want it to look like there is sand happening around the bird here. This is kind of, there we go. I kind of went crazy there, but I stamped it off a little bit. We got to do this one more time because I'm not liking what I have going on. Let's go this way. Okay, there we go. So, see how I've kind of faded it back so it's a little more faded as it goes back farther. So there's that, and we're going to use that again in a second. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stamp on the inside. This one I have the sand with the seashells, and we're going to stamp on the inside of our card with that one. Make sure you got it right side up. So I've got that. I'm going to stamp right there. And I'm going to take this and add some more sand around the shells. Maybe I will come down here and I'm going to put a little more right there. Okay, so then we've just got a little something on the inside, right? All right. Well, hello there, Jackie and Bobby. Hi, thanks for sharing, guys. Okay, let me clean these because that's just what I do. That's my thing. The other thing too is if you are watching this on a replay on YouTube, I don't edit out my videos on YouTube. I just upload. This is the way it is. This is real time. This is real stamping, just like everyone else. Hi, Donna. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you all being here. Okay, so there's the inside of my card. So let's put that over here. Let's finish stamping on the front. And I'm going to use the large bird from Seaside Bay. That's the set I'm using. And remember, I used the spoon and pulled some of the ink, pushed it out of the way because I want a nice, pretty, I want a real good, distinctive image. So I'm going to take my bird now, and I'm going to have it kind of right there. And you have this beautiful, distinctive image. Now I'm not going to put any sentiment on this piece right here because it's going to end up, you could use it as a masculine card. You can foo-foo it up and do it as a female card, whatever you like. So I don't want to put any sentiment on this white piece. All right, let's clean this bird. But the sand looks great. It looks like it's standing in the middle of the sand. And that's what I wanted. All right, so now we're ready to put the card together. It's an easy card, but it looks great. You know, I am all about easy, but looks fabulous. And I hope that as you have purchased card kits and classes from me, that you can see that's exactly what I like to do. Now, this gingham is gorgeous on both sides, okay? I'm going to go with the larger one on this one just because I think it goes better with the whole, with everything. So that is going to go in the middle of my Pretty Peacock Glorious Gingham, I believe is the name of the designer paper. It comes with all of the new added colors this year. Well, not new, all of them, but several of them. And it is in the main catalog, and it is a 6x6 package. So there we are. So that's what we have. So now we're ready to put this on our card front, and I am going to go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals. So this one is not, like I said, it's not, this one would also mail very well. It's not sticking up extra high with gems and things like that. I sure appreciate everyone being here. I'm so happy that you decided to stop by. And I hope that as we keep going here that you'll learn something new in this evening of stamping. So I'm trying to decide if I want it to the right or the middle or left. I think I'm going to come over to the right and have it a little more on the right side. Let me see though, I'm going to turn it this way and see if yeah, I think I want this a little farther to the bottom. It's not a lot, but it's enough that I would like to have it there. Okay. All right. So there's what we have. And you know what I did? Dadgummit. I stamped horizontal or vertical, and this is horizontal. So that's what happens on the inside of the card. So let's take a look. You guys know me. All right, so we're gonna fix my mistake like I've done before. Okay, we're gonna go back to the crumb cake, and we're gonna take that sand and we're gonna put it all around the edges, and this is just gonna go in behind my layer. So there's your tip and trick for the night, for one of your tips and tricks for the night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put this sand all around my edges so that it's going to be consistent and have a little bit of something around the edges. Okay, see what I did? I figured out how to fix my mistake. I got a little creative with the mistake there. So let's clean this off. All right, there we go. Okay, and now let's go ahead and put the stamp or this on here, and look at that, you guys. I mean, you know what? Actually, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that this is the same size as my card base. Wow, I didn't cut it down. When I cut it, it's the same size. Woo, yeah. All right, let's go. This one turned out just a little different, completely. A couple little tips in there. All right, this just goes edge to edge because I did not cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 like I thought I did, you know. And I have a little bit on the edge over here, but we're gonna, and there is the first card. And then on the inside, I guess I could go ahead and put the shells there, but at this point, I'm going to leave this one alone. Okay. Now, I will say that we have these gems, if I can find them. We have these right here. They're called, oh shoot, adhesive back sequence trios. There is, they're just a little bit of shine to them. There's peacock, kind of clear iridescent, and then some pink. And so if you wanted to, I don't think it's too much bling if you wanted to add it. Thank you. If you wanted to, you could take this and add maybe a couple. I think I'm going to. This guy right here. These white ones would also, let's take a look. Okay, oh, this comes off really nice. Okay, let's take a look. What I like to do a lot of times, if I take them out of the package, I take my sequence and I put them on my cardstock to see, okay, well, how will that look? And then if I put that on there, how will that look? And after I bring them out and I put them on there, I think that the pretty peacock is what I want to use. So let's go ahead and just grab up a couple of those. So here is 1 and 2. And I think we'll take another large one and we'll just bring that right here. Anyway, there you go. Just a little bit of bling. So there's card number 1. All right, I'll have to fix this little edge over here at some point after I'm done. Okay, so there is that one. We're going to go ahead and bring in card number 2. Hi, Sue. Sometimes the messes turn into masterpieces. Yep, that is true. That is true. I have made that happen before. Okay, so the next card that we have is actually another card where that's the distinctive stamp. And you guys know I love flowers, and so this one is a flower card, and it is going to use Artistically Inked. Now this is a stamp set that had a bundle at one time, but you can get the dies to go with this still, but they're separate. So what does it mean when a stamp set is bundled with dies or a punch? It means that you get a 10% discount when they're in the bundle format. You can still get these with the dies, you just don't get the 10% discount unless you want to sign up on my team, and then you all automatically get a 20% discount, and then on up from there. Okay, so this one here, actually I have all the stamps out that we're going to use, but we're going to use this big stamp mainly for our big image. And again, I'm going to take my spoon, and I want to make sure we're going to use Bubble Bath. That light is just kind of right on there, isn't it? There we go. Bubble Bath, Lemon Lime Twist, Moody Mauve, and then, like I said, we're large, and then I've got the leaves and some other little pieces here we're going to use in just a second. So, what do we have in this 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4? We have some of the Lemon Lime Twist, and it comes in a combo with the Petal Pink combo pack. It's currently not available, but it's coming back very shortly. I saw on there. I didn't exactly remember the date, but I know it's coming back. I have a piece of the In Color Twine Moody Mauve to go with that ink. I again have used the Stylish Shapes. This is the shape we're going to be using. And then I have got 3 pieces here. We're going to use my trusty little ruler here. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. The Lemon Lime Twist is 4 by 5 1/4. Moody Mauve is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so there are your sizes if you want to recreate this card. And what we're going to do is we're going to be stamping here, and these will be layered with our other goodies here. So I'm going to put these over to the side, and just like that. Okay. I need my pad again because I'm going to be stamping off over to the edge. But let me grab my spoon, and the main image is going to be with the bubble bath. And so let's make sure that, can you see how you can see kind of the different shading in the pad with the ink? That means there's less ink right in here, and there's more ink over in here. Because I'm using a big one, I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm just going to kind of move this ink all so it's consistent, okay? Can you guys see that? See, that's how that's moving that ink. And the only reason that I'm doing that is I really want a good image of this distinctive stamp that we're using. Okay, so I'm just cleaning it off in my pad over here. Hey, welcome. Some of you folks are just joining, and I'm thankful that you're here. We're on our second card, and we're using Bubble Bath, and we're using Artistically Inked. That's the stamp set. So here is our large flower. So let's just ink that up, and we're just going to stamp that. Now I'm going to bring this up close so you can see how this gives you this amazing detail. But again, when you're stamping with distinctive stamps, make sure that you are not oversaturated in your ink pad. Okay, let's see here. Bring that right there. That's good. So what I've done is I've just got myself kind of making my own pattern on my paper. There's that. And we're done with the bubble bath. So let's put that over here to the side. Now let's go to the next one we're going to go to is the lemon lime twist. And again, I chose these colors because they coordinate with the ribbon that we're using, and they just look really great together. I'm cleaning this spoon again because the leaf is distinctive, and so I'm just going to see how that changes in color. That's because I've moved some of that ink out of the way. So it's not so saturated. I want the details of this little leaf. See? All right, so ink that up, and then let's see here. Let's come right here with one, and let's just do another one right next to it like that. Let's come down here and do this and this. So the whole idea of my Monday night stamp class is that they can stamp 10 cards, and they are created in such a way that they're not so stressful, but they're beautiful cards, you know. Let's see, there's that. I need, I think I need a leaf up here. Let's go like that. I'm just adding some of that green in here, and I think that's okay. All right, so that's all the green that we're going to go with. You know, if I was smart. Okay, so now this one does go vertical. Let's, I'm going to go back to my bubble bath with my big stamp here. And we're going to put one here in the inside. And close that back up. Let's do some leaves on the inside. Just like that. And how about over here maybe? Sorry if I got out of the way. There we go. We just want to put some leaves in there. Next, we're going to go in with our Moody Mauve is the next color we're going to use. You like, I know this stamp set, when they had the paper, there's some really great, I loved it. I did. I used it. I did a class with this one actually, yeah. Moody Mauve. Okay, let me clean this spoon, make sure my spoon is clean. Okay, and let's move some of this ink, because this one's pretty juicy. I can see this one's juicier than the other ones. Okay. All right. I've got this little stamp right here. Excuse me. That's going to get stamped in the center, just like that. And then on my piece right here, we're going to do the same thing. This is going to go in the center. And making sure that ink is not so saturated is giving me this beautiful center design. Let me bring it up here so you can see. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, so there's that. And last, we're going to take the 3 little dots and let's ink those up. And we're just going to make those as fillers here, there, and everywhere, just to give a little more of that mauve in there. Okay, that's it. And you guys, this is the kind of stamping that drew me to stamping so much. You know, we didn't have all these fun tools and lots of things like that way back in the day when I started almost 21 years ago. So the stamping, the two-step stamping, this is considered two-step, I think, because you've got the outside, the inside, and all of that of your images. But that is what I love, just the whole stamping of it. All right, we're going to use the Moody Mauve, and we're going to use the word hello, because you can use this for whatever occasion you would like. We're going to use this stylish shape dies, and I'm going to come over to the right just a little bit. I think I'm in the middle. Hopefully my head's not too crazy in there. Yay. Okay, got it. You guys are awesome for sharing. Okay, so there's that. We've got that. Okay, our stamping is done. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the inside and let's put a few of these little guys in there. Since we've got this guy, this one kind of just put it around. There we go. Just around our card, so that I think I'm actually going to take the dots. So we're going to do this. Hopefully I don't ruin it. I'm going to go right in the center. There we go. I went in the center on that one. I don't know. It is what it is. You got to try stuff, right? Okay. I'm going to clean this little stamp off again. There we go. All right. Let's put it together. Like I said, this is not a hard card, but it's really pretty. Let's put our layers together. So we've got this piece that's going to go onto the lemon lime layer right here. Okay, there we go. And then putting that little piece on the outside just makes perfect for the leaves that are on here. And then this layer will go onto the Moody Mauve. Can't wait to start doing some fall cards with these new in colors. You know, we've got Christmas in July happening. We've got the online exclusives happening, and all the seasons kind of happening. But lots of time for the fall, lots of time for Christmas, always time for flowers, right, you guys? Before we put this on the card base, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our piece right here. So do I want it that way, this way? I think I'm going to come up this way. And so again, this piece, let me see if my tape is in here. I'm going to go ahead and tape it down. And again, I just keep this right in my little basket to use in my basic stamper kit. I know, I love flowers too. Hi, Mary Ellen. Flowers, you can do all occasions with flowers, can't you? Even for a guy, you could do some flowers, I think. But you'd want to do them in like guy kind of flowers, maybe? I don't know. Okay, I've lost there we go. There we go. Okay, let's get this up here. All right, so there's that. So I put that on, and you know, I did it like this. And why do I do that? Because you save ribbon when you do it this way. It might be easier to whip it around and tie it if you'd like to do it that way, but I've just learned this is how I like it. Now, this in color twine, can you see that, how it unravels? I am going to unravel this, and this is a pretty thick twine, but you can get, let me pull them apart here so you can see, you can get them pretty thin by taking them apart that way. And so that's, I just want them this way. I'm going to add in the lemon lime ribbon. No fall yet, too early, haven't had enough summer yet, time is flying by. I hear you, I know. I haven't started any fall yet either, but it made me think of it, called the in colors. So I'm just going to tie this in a knot, you guys. Hopefully it's, I can do it. I think I got it. I just have to squeeze it through that little hole and grab. You know, why is it that you have to stop talking when you're concentrating so hard, right? My brain is like, you can't say words and concentrate at the same time, Barb. All right, there's that. Did I get all 3 pieces? I believe I did. Okay, yay. Okay, so yeah, let's just tie this in a knot. There we go. And now it's just all kind of intermixed with the 2 colors, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted these colors to be kind of mixed because that's what we have here. And so we are going to go ahead and we're going to put that down here, but let's put this on first. I'm going to use some mini dimensionals on this so that I'm kind of above and below that ribbon. So right at the top, 2 there. And 1, I don't have, let me see, oh, there's some more small ones. Okay, so there's that one and another small one here. Okay, just like that. So here is our sentiment for the front of the card. And let's just go right there. Let's use a mini glue dot for this, and I like to just pull these open, take my ribbon or whatever I have, and just push it right on top of that little mini glue dot, and it's stuck on there. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that kind of right here at this edge. And the reason I wanted to be over to the right with my word is so that I didn't cover it up once I put this ribbon on here, just like that. I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors really quick, and I'm going to angle this piece here. I don't like them just square. I don't know, I just don't like them square. Okay, there's that. Oops. Hi, Carol. Tanya, Christmas in July, yes, lots of us. And you know what, you guys? The next card I have, I actually created one in a Christmas form, and I'll show you that too. All right, so here's what we've got. There we are. But these little sequins that we have, these pink ones, are perfect. So let's grab those. And where's my pick tool? Buried under everything, I believe. I had it right here, didn't I? Gracious me. Yep, it's buried under the dimensionals that I was trying to find a minute ago. Well, let's go ahead and put this on the card front of our card first. And then we're going to put on these sequins. Who else is on here? These embellishments, Tara, are called Adhesive Back Sequence Trio, and they are pretty peacock, pink, and like iridescent. Okay, so this is going to go on the front of our card, and there's just a sliver of white that shows because I did the 1/8 of an inch in the mauve behind there. Okay, so there you can see how there's a little bit around. And we're going to take these and we're going to use the pink ones. And I'm going to grab one of the large, and I'm going to put one here onto where my sentiment is at. Let's go ahead and just pop some around. Let's go there. Let's grab one of the smaller ones. Let's go here. Now you could go in all of your flowers if you wanted to, but there's 3 on there that gives it just that little bit of bling. And there you go. There's card number 2. And like I said, I try to create the cards for my Monday night stamp class so that they can, you know, they're not stressed, and we don't do fancy folds and all kinds of stuff like that on my Monday night class. Well, I can't get this open, so guess what? We're just going to do that. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's clean this up. So we've got card number 2. Card number 3 is, I had a masculine card in mind, and I'm going to show you a little tip that I learned using our fishing suite bundle paper, that particular paper. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let me get situated in my seat again. All right. So, this particular project, we need, let me grab what we need over here. I have used the 2 1/4 and the 2 3/8 punch. We're going to be using the copper clay blend. We're using copper clay and pebble path. We are using a stamp set that I don't know if I've used it on a live or not, but it's the Wildlife Wonder. This is a great masculine set. Even if you just use the images and other words from other sets, this is awesome. So, hi Lori. Thank you. Thank you guys. All right, so this is what we're using next. Now, this is a fun fold. So, here's what you need. This is Pebble Path, 8 1/2, 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. You need a piece of vanilla, which that's what coordinates with this fishing paper. And wouldn't you know it, I didn't bring it over here for the exact name, but it's in the fishing suite. So vanilla, which is 6 by 5 1/4. Let's just make sure, but I'm pretty 100%. 6 by 5 1/4, and then it is scored at 4 inches. Okay, so 6 by 5 1/4 is scored at 4. All right, so there's that. Then you need a piece of, this is the fishing paper, and see it's got the little lures on one side, and the other side has the Pebble Path stripes. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to create a different design with this paper, and the way to do that is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to take the small nub end of my blend, and that's copper clay, and so I'm just going to, so that I can stay straight, you guys, I'm using the ruler, and so I'm just going to stay in the camera here, so this will just take a second. Anyway, I'm going to stay straight, and I'm just going to put these lines. Actually, I'm going to try every other one and see if that's enough. Okay, now if you have the markers, you could do it with the markers too. Either way. But I have a purpose for, I'm going to be using the blend on my image here in a minute, just so, yeah. So this is what I'm doing is like every other one. Oh, I think that's enough. Yeah, every other one is good instead of every single open part. Now, if you wanted more copper clay or whatever color you're choosing to go with, you can do that. So every other one. So I'm going to turn this around so I can see where I'm going. There and there. But I do think that a ruler is necessary, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. Okay, so I think I got 1 or 2 more. And now, of course, you don't have to do this, but I just thought this was an awesome way to take some paper that you really wouldn't have thought of using in different ways, and specifically Christmas card, and you know, create another color on here that isn't even on here. All right, so I gotta do this, and so I would suggest that you do not try to do this without a ruler, because it is definitely easy if you don't have a steady hand. Sorry, I'm just not looking up at the camera much because I'm trying to stay where I'm supposed to be here. Trying to get this on here. Hey Cheryl, welcome. Okay, so I'm doing every other one in this one too. Almost done. I feel like it's harder to maneuver on this little piece of paper, smaller piece, And I don't think I told you what this was. I think it's 4 inches by, this designer paper is 4 by 1.5. Yep. And then this one is 4 by 5.25. I don't know if I told you that, but there you go. Okay, so I think I've got one more here I've got to do right there on this one. And then we are ready to do stamping. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to set the blend aside for now. And look, we have a design paper with added copper clay in there. Yes, that's right. So I've just created a new designer paper. Now you could take your ruler and draw your own lines this way if you wanted a plaid. I don't think we need to do that. The trick on this one here, guys, is here's my base card. Here's my designer paper. I do make sure that you're not too, that you're right at the edge with your adhesive. Okay, that's what you want to do. And let me get this over here, because we need to use a punch. So don't put adhesive in the middle. That's all I'm getting at, okay? So when you put your adhesive on here, don't put it in the middle. Just put it around your edges. I love my silicone mat for this kind of thing, so that if I do get off the edge, it's going to go on my silicone mat. So this is going to be mounted in the center of the front of my card base. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to take the 2 3/8 punch that's in the main catalog, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and bring this in here, and you can do it up high, you can wherever you want to do that punch. But again, see why you don't want the adhesive right on the side, because you're going to be, if you put it in the middle, you're going to have that in the middle. You don't want that. All right, so I think I'm going to, how far down do I want this? Let's just kind of go there. Okay, so I've just got this pushed in all the way, snug to the edge, and then I'm going to push it down to hold it for me. It's holding it in place, and then I'm going to punch that out. Okay, so there we have that hole. We are not going to be using this piece, but we are going to be using this piece. All right, are you following me? Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping on the vanilla 2 1/4 punched, circle punched. You can use your dies if you prefer to do that. It's a little tricky trying to run your die through to get this piece. That's the only thing. So the first thing we're doing, we are using what was I doing? Pebble Path. Hello. I have copper clay here. Oh, I know why. Okay. So we're going to use, again, this is distinctive stamping again. So tonight's about distinctive stamping, guys. I didn't realize that until actually just now, that all of these are more distinctive stamps that we've used tonight. So, moving that ink out of the way because this is very detailed. And so let's take this owl, ink that up, making sure I'm inked up everywhere. Okay, my owl is going to, let's see here, we're going to kind of go right there with the owl. Oh, it looks so awesome. Look at that. So cool. All right. Now, I said I was going to use my blend, and what I'm going to do is take this copper clay, and I'm going to just color in his beak with the copper clay, and then right here on his, and you have to be careful because the blends will bleed a little bit, or they'll, go out. So that's what I want. Now, maybe what I'll do is, I'm going to take a little bit of I'm going to switch it up. This is the dark. I need the light. So 1 second while I grab the light copper clay. Oh, did you guys hear that? I just knocked that all off. Oh, gracious. Okay. We'll pick it up later, right? Okay. I have the light. That's what we need. I'm going to take the light brush tip end, and hi, Carol Helms. And I'm just going to barely touch this on my stump, okay? And I'm going to bring that copper clay kind of into the pebble path that we've stamped, okay? See that? Let me bring it up here closer. Just to pull in that copper clay a little bit. The last thing we're going to do is, you can do it one of two ways. Since you're using the blends, you can take your blend and take the brush tip side and just go around the edge of your circle, okay? Just take the side of your blend, brush tip side, go around your circle, and there we go, okay? Yeah, you can see it there a little bit. There you go. All right. Maybe you can see it better down on the paper. All right, so that's with the blends. Gosh, I can't even believe I knocked all that stuff down. All right, inside, I'm going to take this designer paper. I'm not done with that color yet. So this piece of designer paper that we did the stripes on, we're going to take this, and it's going to go in this section of the card, this piece of the vanilla for the inside, just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this owl again, and I'm going to ink it up. Let me see which side I did here. I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to ink this up again. See, I'll tell you what, that was where I pushed it. Okay, so ink that up, and I am going to take my scrap. I'm going to put it right at the edge of my designer paper. All I'm doing is masking this a little bit, and I'm going to stamp my owl right here. Okay. And it did not do what I wanted it to do. So I'm going to ink that up again. Oh well. And I'm going to try there. So it's kind of coming out of, sitting on the top of the designer paper. All right. Last but not least, now I'm going to show you the difference. So what I did is, when I inked up that owl, I wasn't sure which side I had pushed the ink over. And look at the difference. I want you to look at the difference in the stamping. See what I mean by moving your ink so that it's not so heavy? Look at that. That's the same ink color, but I've just pushed that excess ink to the side on to make more distinctive, okay? But it's okay. It's going to be on the inside, and it's okay. We can put it there. Before I'm done, I'm going to use the copper clay, and we're going to put Sending Birthday Wishes, okay, right across the top here, just like that. And so our colors coordinate awesome. That is the wonderful thing about Stampin' Up! Product. It all coordinates so amazingly. All right, let's put this together. This gets adhesive on this larger side. Okay, here's our card base, and this will go right here, just like that. Okay, this is going to go over that. However, remember I said we were going to use this piece? So what we're going to do is we're going to put adhesive on this section, this fold over section. And so I'm going to do that while it's like this. We're going to take that pebble path and lay it right down in there. It's going to fit right down in that hole because that's the same, that's what we punched out. All right. So see what we have going on? See that? This guy is going to go onto the middle of this circle, just like so. Okay, see what we have? Okay. And then last but not least, I thought that we could bring in some of this copper clay ribbon, not with a bow, but so that we can pull this all together. Now there's different ways that you could do this. You could take the ribbon and you could go this way. You could take the ribbon and come right up the side like this and tie a knot, just like that. You could also tie it from here to here. I think I'm going to do it this long way and just do a knot because I don't think the guys particularly care if there's a bow there. So I'm going to do a knot just like that. And let me get my ribbon scissors. Cool, good. You guys liked some of the tips. So just gives you another way that you can be creative with your designer paper, using the blends and making it stripes. You could even make polka dots on it, you know, using the bullet tip and doing like 3 dots. Okay, so let's get that as flat as you can because this ribbon is bulky, and if you're going to be mailing it, it is a little bit bulky. So you want to get it as flat as you can. I'm going to cut this down here. And then last but not least, you guys tell me which ones should I use. I have the copper. These are the brushed metallic adhesive back gems. There's copper in here. And then I have some of the copper and the Pebble Path. These are the in color dots. Tell me which one I should use. I'll watch for your comments. Tell me which one you think is best. Let's see here. There we go. I am watching for your comments of which of these gems should we use. Should we use, see if I can, I think it's going to be that way, either way I go. So, I'm watching for copper, brushed copper, the metallic, or the in color. The metallic or in color, that's what I need to know. Which ones you think? Okay, so this is going to come over to the side a little more. So here's what we have. Okay, we're going to put either copper or Pebble Path or copper. Pebble Path, brushed metallic, copper, in color. All right. Kind of a mixture here. So let's just take these out if I can. Let's see if I don't think the copper's, the ribbon, yeah, the copper is another pretty one that we have. All right, so here are the copper ones. Let's do this, you guys, my little trick. All right, so there is copper on our card. You can see that. Ooh, even this one kind of looks good. And then we've got Pebble Path or copper. Brushed copper metallic, copper. All right. I think this looks more masculine. I think these guys look a little more masculine. What do you think? You think I'm right? Brushed copper. Okay, that's what we're going with. Thank you for helping me decide. See, I can't do this without you guys. All right. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here. All right, so we're going to use the brushed metallic. I'm looking for my pick tool. Here we are. Oh, way over here on the side. All right, now the trick is always, where do I put these things? Right? But I think that, I think maybe, let's see, if we, let's put one there. Let's go with some, the bigger one. There. How about one more big one? Should we put it here? I think we should put it there. All right. All right, so there's our brush metallic in the copper. And this is a fun fold so that when you open it, you have this and you have this, right? You know what I should have done is I should have put this owl in here. So when you open it, you would have seen the owl on that side. Hey, maybe the next one I do will be like that. Okay, so there is card number 3. All right. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. Let me show you the Christmas way that I used. Did this same design, but I did it as a Christmas card, okay? So let me show you. I took the fishing paper, move this over here, took the fishing paper, and I created with the red dual ribbon. And what I did here, let me show you. So it opens the same way. I just took the X-Acto knife and just made a little slit right in the bend of the card, and then I added the ribbon through there. Okay, and there you go. Now this piece, see this craziness right here? That's why you use a ruler. Don't try to do it freehand. But yeah, and this is from the stamp set, where is it? Very Best Occasions, this little Christmas set sentiment. And there you go. You've got a nice little Christmas card. Okay, isn't that nice? All right, so let me move everything out of the way and take a peek at the cards. Now, I do want to say one quick thing here, if you guys did not get in on the online exclusive Trucking Along, I'm trying to get it, Trucking Along and the Punch, okay? I have them. I haven't had a chance to work with them yet. I've got some ideas for sure. Thank you, Shar. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your help and all of your likes and hearts that you give me for the projects. So what I want to tell you is that the 17th, the stamp set will be in. When that stamp set gets in, that bundle is going to go pretty fast. I doubt they're going to get any more. I doubt they're going to have enough. I don't know. I have no clue if they're going to run out of these punches. They can remake the stamps pretty easy. We make the stamps. But these have to be, you know, ordered and sent in and all that good stuff. So, with that being said, if you want to get this stamp set, this Trucking Along bundle, so that you don't miss out, you could go in and buy the punch now with an order, and then get the stamp set when it comes in, or the first day that it's open. It says it's going to be the 17th. Check. I know a lot of you are demonstrators on here, and go right in there and get this bundle if you weren't able to get it. But I cannot wait to play with this. It is an online exclusive, and you know, that's kind of the future of where they're pushing things to go. So I just wanted to mention that. I will be playing with it soon, and I'll have samples for you guys, okay? All right, so there is that. So here is card number 3, and let's grab, oh, my stuff flew everywhere over there. Card number 2 and card number 1. So there's the 3 cards for tonight. I hope that, you know, that they're not super hard, but they look great, and they're good good cards to just create a lot of. I am going to go ahead and pull back up to here so I can see you guys and tell you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. The next thing, though, I'm making the quick video tonight about a class to go using the One Horse Sleigh paper, designer paper, and Brightest Glow stamp set, or any Christmas stamp set you have, okay? So watch for that. But yeah, here are the, where are they here? I don't have them right here, but I'm going to do a quick video. I'll be posting that, so make sure to check out the page and make sure you follow and you get notifications for the Stamp with Barb or Barb Writer, whichever page you're following me on. They're both the same. One is my business page, the other one is our group page, which is Stamp with Barb Writer. So, if you're watching on YouTube, check out the other video for the class that's going to be to go. All right. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here with me. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Okay. Blessings.